2019 marks 100 years since Walter Owen Bentley founded Bentley Motors and started building the cars that would one day beat the world on the racetrack. Headlining the Vintage Sports Car Club event, the Benjafield's Racing Club arrived at Silverstone to celebrate the milestone in style.
We were thinking about what could we do to celebrate. We've done a few things in the past. We've done a 500-mile race, we did a 24-hour race, and we thought, well, let's do a 100-mile race, but we'll call it the 100 because it's the 100th anniversary. And it's a 45-minute race, and we have a full grid of 40 cars. And we don't think that there has ever been 40 vintage Bentleys on a track at the same time, ever. And we think it's very unlikely to happen again.
Named after 1927 Le Mans winner Dudley Benjafield, the club aims to preserve the history of camaraderie and sportsmanship inspired by those original Bentley Boys.
The club was formed nearly 30 years ago to celebrate him and his British sportsmanship, and the club very much endures that today. We all compete in life and cars, but when we come together, it's all about having a good time.
The Benjafield Racing Club, it's an eclectic group of people. All of them have done something with their lives before they've become a Benjafield member. They have a common shared passion for using the cars in a motorsport fashion, be it rallying, be it racing, be it hill climbing, and actually having a spirit of competition, but friendly competition that's fair.
It's about the race, but it's actually, for us, it's about the event. Everyone getting together, you know, a party beforehand, a party afterwards, taking it seriously, but it's doing it as a team. And even though we want to win, it's not about the winning. In fact, today, the last three over the finishing line, we're thinking about putting them on the podium. Just because, you know, that's the silly thing we like to do.
With practice over, the highlight of the day was the race itself, the Benjafield 100. And fittingly, on a British track for the first time in 57 years, it would feature the extraordinary sight of a Le Mans start.
First time in the UK since 1962, we've been given the chalice to pull it off safely. If we get it wrong, it will be the last time it's ever performed, I'm sure. We're here to do it right and get it back on the menu for motorsport.
Unbelievable. I mean, thank you to the organisation, you know, for getting this together. To have 40 Bentleys on the grid at Silverstone is amazing itself, and then to do a Le Mans start, we've just got to do it properly because we'd like to do it again.
It was a special moment as 40 vintage Bentleys set off racing just as WO himself had originally intended.
I think we're duty-bound to use the cars almost to their limit. Yeah, I think that, you know, if I was any good at racing, someone would have paid me to do it a long time ago, and they haven't. So actually, I'm just having fun.
It's an amazing thing because W.O. Bentley, if he knew that so many of his cars were circulating around a track on a day like today, he'd have a smile from ear to ear, but instead it's all of us who've got that smile.
What you see today as the cars fly around, I can tell you from the driver's point of view, we're full beans, we're giving it all we've got.
We race them, we rally them, we tour all the way across the world, and we also take the dog down the pub in them. What could be better?
The event attracted some very special machinery, including one of WO's very first experimental models and the first works Bentley to take on Le Mans.
WO prepared this car and entered it in 25, and so it really marks the start of the company's journey, and obviously they went on to win it a total of 5 times. So the Bentley brand that we have today, this global brand, has all come about because of its racing heritage, and it really can be traced back to the start, which is this car.
We're very lucky today, thanks to the generosity of some Benjafield members. We have the original 3-litre car that crashed at the White House, and basically then Dr. Benjafield and Sammy Davis went on to win the race, which is a legend in the Bentley circles. And then we have the Birkin car, which is unbelievably special, which is the car that was used as the hare to beat Mercedes. And to have that here today is amazing.
It's testament to the craftsmanship of Bentley Motors and the passion of the owners that so many vintage Bentleys survive today. Back on track, while the number 9 of Richard Hudson and Stuart Morley won the race, Martin Overington brought the day to a close in true Benjafield style, leading the cars on a parade lap complete with Union Jack and passengers.
To get us all away clean we're all keeping our fingers crossed. Fortunately, we all belong to the same club, we all trust each other, but it was fantastic, a spectacle. Pushing as much as we could, it was quite greasy, the surface, and these cars kind of dance on the oil. It was good fun, it was a good clean race, it was nice to see. I think W.O. Bentley would have been very proud of us.